Hey everyone, I'm Richard Blais here for Morton Salt, and today I'm talking about one of my favorite recipes in the world. It's roasted turkey, and it starts with one of my favorite ingredients, and that is salt. So we're actually gonna do two recipes with this turkey. We're gonna cure the legs and the wings and the wing tips, which is a fun word to say, wing tips, and we're also gonna brine the breast. And we're gonna start right here, some coarse kosher salt, and I'm just gonna lay down in a casserole here a little layer of my salt. And then I'm gonna add a couple of spices to this mixture, herbs and spices. So I have some thyme leaves that I'm gonna throw down in here, a bay leaf, I'm gonna crack that up, a little bit of cinnamon, which is gonna add a little nuance to this recipe, a little sweetness, perceived sweetness, some cloves, we're gonna add some star anise, and then some peppercorns. I'm gonna add this to my salt mixture. I'm gonna pour a little bit more of this coarse kosher salt right on here, and then it's time for the turkey legs and the wings and the wing tips. And what I'm gonna do now is take my turkey, sort of just lay it out here in this bed of salt. The good thing about curing and brining, which is what we're gonna talk about in a little bit, is that this is now gonna control the most important part of the cooking process, seasoning. So I have my legs and my wings and wing tips right here. Now here comes my favorite part. We are going to bury these turkey legs and these turkey wings in more of this coarse kosher salt. So I'm just gonna make sure we have all of our salt in here, we have our spices, and this is ready to go. And what we're gonna end up doing with these legs and these wings is we're making something called confit. All right, confit, don't be scared of the word confit. It basically means slow cooked in its own juices. So I'm gonna pop this into the fridge. Okay, so we have our legs and our wings and wing tips in the fridge. That's under a cure. Now we're gonna talk about another word you hear a lot, especially when we're talking turkey, and that is brining. 1 cup to 1 gallon. Okay, there we go. We have 2 cups of salt to 2 gallons of water, and then I'm gonna add one other ingredient. You can add whatever spices you want to your brine or your cure mix for that matter, but what I'm gonna add here is some poultry seasoning. It sounds really magical and mystical. It's basically thyme, rosemary, and sage. I'm gonna just give this a little stir, start dissolving this salt. It's starting to smell already, and I'm just gonna take the breast and put it inside of the brine. All right, so I have my turkey breast in the brine with my poultry seasoning, water, and salt. Again, the ratio is 1 cup of Morton Kosher Salt to 1 gallon of water, and then this mixture is gonna go into the fridge overnight. Okay, everyone, so here we go. We have our turkey legs and wings and wing tips that have been curing in Morton Kosher Salt, and now it's time to rinse that out. So I'm gonna disappear to the sink right now and rinse off these turkey legs, because again, we're not gonna eat all of the salt, it's just seasoning our product. We wanna make sure that we rinse it off thoroughly. Smells amazing back here. You can smell that cinnamon and the peppercorns. And I can really feel how firm this meat is now, too. Okay, so we have our legs and our wings that have now been cured, and you can feel that the meat is firm. I can actually smell all the aroma. I'm not gonna have to worry really about seasoning this after it cooks. It's been done already. So I wanna make sure that my turkey is nice and dry. I'm gonna be cooking it in oil, so we just wanna make sure that there's no splatter. And what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna season our cooking oil. I'm gonna add a couple of garlic cloves. I'm gonna crumble up a bay leaf, a little bit of cinnamon stick. These are all of the ingredients that went into the initial curing process. And I'm just sort of reinforcing that flavor, stacking flavors, a little bit of peppercorn. We have some fresh thyme. We have some rosemary. Now we're going to just very gently place our already cured turkey into this oil mixture. So that's gonna cook now very slowly, probably for a couple of hours. If you had a lid, you can pop this into the oven, but the key here is that it's low and slow. And now I'm gonna do one of my favorite things. We're gonna brine vegetables. We're going to actually brine some green beans. So I have some water here, and I'm gonna add some Morton Kosher Salt. I'm just gonna take our green beans, let them hang out in this brine, and maybe an hour is all you need for these. I'm gonna pop this into the fridge. Okay, so now our turkey breasts have been in the fridge overnight. They've been brining. Brine is a mixture of salt and spices. In this case, it's Morton Kosher Salt and poultry spices. Most important thing now, after it's been brined, it's time to rinse our turkey breasts. Okay. Thoroughly rinsing off the breast. That's gonna make sure that it's not excessively salty. Again, I can feel how firm the meat is. There we go. Okay, so our turkey breast now has been brined, it's been rinsed off. Next step right before we cook it is to make sure that we pat the breast dry. The reason I want the skin to be really, really dry now is so that it gets nice and crispy and golden. And to sort of aid and help it get nice and golden, I'm going to cook our turkey breast in this pan with a little bit of clarified butter. We will start by putting in a little bit of our butter. Here we go. And then we're gonna go right with our turkey breast to the pan. We're gonna go skin side down. That's the sound you wanna hear. Make sure the skin is nice and stretched out. I'll toss in a little bit more of this clarified butter. And again, the neat thing here is I'm not adding any additional salt or seasoning. The turkey breast has been brined. It's been seasoned to perfection already. Okay, so we have our turkey breast that we've been searing in this cast iron pan. I still got it, everyone. I still got it. Look how golden brown that is. All right, so we have our turkey breast nice and golden brown on the skin side. Now we're gonna just pop this right into our oven. Okay, so our turkey breasts are roasting in the oven. They've been browned nice and golden. Now it's time to take our already brined green beans and cook them. So this time I'm gonna rinse off the green beans in a little bit of ice water, and that's gonna shock them once, and then we're gonna shock them again after they get cooked. And now what we're gonna do is place our green beans in some boiling water. And this shocking is gonna enable us to have these super green, crunchy and squeaky green bean. Okay, here I'm gonna make the dressing for our green beans. It's gonna start with a little bit of sour cream or creme fraiche. I'm gonna mix into this to make our dressing a little bit of horseradish. Mix this up. And then what I'm gonna do is take our horseradish and sour cream dressing, put it in a bowl, and mix in some of my other favorite ingredients. So we have some cherry tomatoes, a little bit of toasted pine nuts, some plumped currants or raisins. Okay, so our dressing is ready to go. And now our beans, just about done. Look at this beautiful green bean. Squeaky. Just done. And then our green beans are gonna come out. And what I love about this is, again, you can serve this warm or it can be cold, meaning as soon as they come out of this ice, we can just toss them right in our dressing. Drain them off a little bit. Oh, you heard that squeak? They're squeaky. They actually did just squeak. We're just gonna mix this up. I'm gonna toss in a little bit of our herbs. I'm gonna finish it with a little bit of fresh lemon juice right here. Again, it's gonna add a little acidity. All right, it's time to plate our green bean salad right here. Finish with the rest of our herbs. Again, it's basil and mint. We have this perfectly salted turkey. Now we have this fresh green bean salad. And while that's there, I'm gonna go grab our turkey in the oven. Okay, so our turkey has been roasted now. It's just about done. We're gonna add a little bit more flavor to this dish. We're gonna add a little bit of some chopped garlic. We're gonna toss in there a little bit of fresh herbs. And now what we're gonna do is finish basting these two turkey breasts in this herb mixture. So there it goes, nice and sizzling. I'm gonna add a little bit of whole butter, and you might be like, dude, that's a lot of whole butter. But again, we're not gonna eat all of this butter, we're just using it to baste the turkey breast. All right, that's looking just fantastic. And now, what I'm gonna do is let this rest. The butter's browning. That looks great. I'll actually finish this pan with just a little bit of lemon juice, so now it's a lemon garlic butter. Just let it rest over here on my cutting board. Okay, so the turkey breast, it's been brined, it's been roasted, it's been finished in this brown butter, herb and lemon mixture. We're gonna turn our attention back to the pot with the turkey confit. And we're gonna scoop these out of our oil mixture. You can see our falling off the bone, this leg confit. Here we go, here come our wings. Look at that, you can see that turkey just coming off the bone right there. Turkey legs and wings confit. They've been cooked for a few hours. They've been seasoned with Morton Kosher Salt perfectly, and we're gonna finish them by broiling them in the oven. So here we go. We have our nicely crisped turkey leg and wing confit. It's almost time to eat. Careful here, I'm gonna, again, because this is super tender, you can see that meat wants to just fall off the bone. I can smell that cinnamon and garlic. It's just under the broiler. And now we're gonna turn our attention over here to the breasts. So the breasts, they've been brined, right? So that's water, Morton's Kosher Salt, some spices. And the reason that we brine the breasts is because it's a little bit more lean. The reason we cure the legs and the thighs is because it's a little fattier. And now we're gonna slice this. It's been resting for a couple of minutes. There we go. You can see, just cooked all the way through. See, I kind of push down on that. You see all the juices coming out of the breast. Because brining enables us to keep the meat nice and juicy, which is really important with a lean cut of meat like this breast right here. Okay, let's slice a few of these. I just gotta hold this one up to you, guys. Look at that right there. Absolutely perfect, moist, delicious, and juicy. All right, there we go, our last slice. And then a little bit of Morton Coarse Sea Salt just to finish the slices, right? Because we haven't seasoned the absolute center of the bird. A little bit over there. Okay, so there you have it. It's turkey two ways. It's brined turkey breast and confit turkey leg with a green bean, horseradish, and tomato salad.